Okay, I'm going to demonstrate exactly what to do here, step by step. But one thing to point out, the level of focus on what the right hand is doing, really got to increase it. I mean, focus on it super hard, more than you have been doing, because for some reason it's the alternate picket still is not sticking. It is better on the ascending stuff, but the descending stuff, it went away. And then when you did that C scale portion from last week, the fact that you didn't realize that you did like a bunch of downstrokes in a row there, that is a concern. And so focusing on the alternate picket stuff more is got to happen, so we can really break through this plateau, and then we can move on with doing the more rhythmic stuff with the single note picking, eventually get to legato, and eventually move on to the 16th notes. So hopefully this thing will help get things better. So and then one other thing to point out, so mentioned finger placement stuff. So my hand will do something different for a whole step pattern, but I'm going to talk about what you need to do, because it's what you do down here on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th fret. Since you have to use your middle finger, I have to use my ring. So anyway, the two patterns you have going up from your index finger is a whole step. So you need to use your 1st, 2nd, and 4th every time it's a whole step. Every time it's a whole step, half step, use your 1st, 3rd, and 4th. And every time it's a half step, whole step, use your 1st, 2nd, and 4th. So the big stretch, 1st, 2nd, and 4th. Step and a half, 1st, 3rd, and 4th. And then a half step, whole step, 1st, 2nd, and 4th. So we want to continue to do that every single time, so this way muscle memory helps you when you start playing faster things. Your hand knows exactly what to do in pretty much any given situation. That's basically the goal. So you're taking bar number 1, working it up from 60 to 110 in 5 beat per minute increments. So just the first bar. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And literally watch that right hand. If your left hand knows what to do, make your right hand, or like watch that right hand the whole time. 65. 1, 2, 3, 4. 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. 75. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 85. 1, 2, 3, 4. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 95. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 105. 1, 2, 3, 4. 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, once you reach that point, now you're going to just play it the first line, staying at 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you can do that, play the first 2 lines, staying at 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then once you can do that, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally, the entire thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, looking at the time of the recording right now, at 6 minutes has just hit. So, this is definitely a thing that can be done in a 10-minute session. So, 10 minutes per exercise, so 30 minutes total. And again, this is to avoid burnout, going too far. So, take your time with it. If the first day you can only get the first line, that's okay. You can add a line a day if need be. But just that's the build-up for the whole thing. All right, number 2, the extra fun one. Again, just take your time with this. Up bar 5s. I will be going up my 20s for the demo purpose. All right. 1, 2, 60 beats a minute. There's 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hundred. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 3. I believe the one you said you will have the most fun with. Good. Alright. So here we go at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, keep the thumb in the center of your hand, like right behind your middle finger and third finger, so this way you can stretch adequately. Alright, here it is at 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple more. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So be careful with your muting on this one. So now you're going to be changing strings, doing this legato stuff. Your index finger's got to do a lot of muting work. So when you're on the B string, your index finger needs to be barely touching that E string. So this way when you're doing your pull-offs, you will and should be hitting the E string as you perform your pull-off. Really no way to miss that E string when you're going nice and quick there like that. So we got to make sure your index finger is always muting whatever is directly underneath the finger. So when you go to the G string, again, that index finger needs to be muting the B string. When you're on the D string, your index finger needs to be muting the G string, and so on. So if you have any questions with any of this stuff, please let me know, and I'll see you again next week.